How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting the fuzzy. What's going on? What's going on? It is the day of another day that we call Tuesday. And it would have been said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being prosperity in their life of living. Now, I want to come to you about the story that I found online, just in case if someone wants to get into the entertainment field as far as being an actor or, actress, or you want to get into movies or stuff like that. I thought it'd be interesting as far as sharing this with you, as far as a little bit helping as far as casting directors, because it's kind of hard out here and stuff. And I just wanted to share this with you in case you need to Google some of these names and, hit them up on Twitter, whatever the case may be, to get in contact with these directors and stuff, in case you want to try to pursue a career in acting or whatever the case may be.
Okay, this is according to The Advocate. Trans actors, writers, and directors chip at the glass ceiling. It says that recently 2 trailblazing casting workshops took place in the opposite coast in New York in the Casting Society of America organization in town hall conversation inviting transgender, non-bonding, or gender-nonconforming actors to dialogue casting professionals identify a roadblock dividing them. In a Los Angeles CBS Entertainment Diversity ran a panel featuring trans talent and leaders of the casting field. The conversation recognized that we have not, we have not done what we can do to afford the population of the actors access to opportunities. David Caparelliotis, who serves as a CSA Diversity and Inclusive Committee, said that New York events, the discussion demonstrates that casting directors are having a hard time finding gender diverse actors. Actors are having a hard time finding auditions, agents, and managers and audience. This is a financial hurdle for many performers. Trans folks are likely and most make less money than the CS performers and must have less disposable income expenses, acting lessons, headshot sessions, and casting websites account. Now, the Actors Access does offer actors free account. Excuse me. Recently, there have been 5 workshops by SAG-AFTRA and a class for transgender actors taught by transparent Jeffrey Tambor. Caparelliotis launched in the town hall conversation and stating that the goals of casting directors to talk to other people who we have hope become better advocates. We're acting 24/7 before we come out, and Thomas found that the Transgender Talent at the LA event auditions are running for the first ever agency transgender performance. She's the member of the Trans Chorus L.A. and an actor who attended Tambor acting class 2 years. Now, Tambor said, we don't need a lot of help. We just need a little bit of help and a little bit of experience. We're going to go a long way. Someone can go out similar age bracket, Thomas said. Now, it said that Gary Marsh, founder of the Breakdown Service, shared a typical character description he sees when writing a type of sensationalize their scripts and their transgender drag queens. We get it all the times, added Russell Booth, vice president of CSA. Producers, just like transgenders or drag queens, or just bring us either. Marsh at the Marsh and his team are looking to break barriers and recently implements of new features which actors can self-identify as transgender in their acting profile. Casting directors can now search a database for transgender women and men. Soon as the research button includes non-binary and the check button does show up on the actor's resume and search capability and availability as far as a professional CSA casting director. It is important to protect everybody's privacy, but try to maximize opportunity to the max, Morris said. In the face of varieties, challenges included discrimination against LGBT actors, there lies opportunities occurring that's financial incentives for production and participation of diversity in casting incentives. A project can earn fiscal rewards of casting women, people of color, elders, and people who are disability of speaking roles. LGBT people are not on the list without Hollywood offering assistance of trans visibility, which continues to suffer. The story of my life gets me to the actor with a name and to that I can't we go with just the best actor, Booth said. Now, transgender performers aren't getting roles because they aren't household names, but they struggle to build recognition without getting roles. Several casting directors in New York said that they're taking upon themselves to submit diverse actors for roles without receiving explicit permission from the creative team. If a team says a no to a trans person for a role, the casting director will open up the conversation. Why not? Thomas has several projects in pre-production, including one in which she plans to launch a new transgender actor in a lead role by surrounding them with A-list talent and supporting roles. But all these changes start with giving someone a chance. Closing the LA event, Thomas added, we need to get the word out to the right people to make a change.
Okay, you see that? It's food for thought and stuff. They said they're trying for everything as far as, trying to get the trans people out there as far as being much more visibility and trying to get them much more roles. And this way we can kind of see much more of our faces out there instead of us sitting on the sideline is playing, I guess the trans person or the, whatever the case may be. But I guess money is money, it is what it is. And the thing about it is that, it's just showing you that they are trying out there as far as being a director still, as the writers and stuff, and they were kind of, trying to find out different ways as far as having a talent agency and stuff. I always thought I would try to utilize that as well, try to get into acting. Just try to get into acting and stuff like that, but it is what it is. Anyway, that being said, I just wanted to share this story with you as far as that, because I know within the field we live in and stuff, that field, it's really hard and stuff, if that's what you want to try to get into. And the one thing you have to understand, when you get into that type of field, there's going to be a lot of no's, there's going to be a lot of, you can't do this, you can't do that. But you don't get discouraged. You just keep fighting through and say, hey, okay, that's fine, I'm going to leave. Now, I'm going to tell you a little short story, then I'm gone. Once upon a time, I tried to go into modeling. Now, you may say, well, Raven, why would you want to be a model? Because you like to eat. The thing about it was that I went to modeling and stuff, and I went to the agency and stuff. Well, this was a different type of agency and stuff. This is when I kind of have my hopes of and my dreams, and I believe that, people out here in the world that want to help you, and I help you, you help me, and, I just believe in, we all out here in this world are look out for one another until I find the reality that people out for themselves and basically will try to destroy you at any chance they see of a light that's shining within you. Now, this is the thing. I went into the agency and stuff like this. This is New York City. This is not a popular agency. I believe the agency is no longer existing. I went into the agency. I sat down and everything with the woman and stuff. I had to wait and stuff, the waiting room and stuff. And she finally got a chance to see me. She came inside the room. She said to me, she said, oh, wow. You look like a rat. You look like a dog. I was like, excuse me? She said, you look like a rat and a dog. I don't know if I don't know if I could cash you anything. She said, your face is just distorted. And I'm black, so I said, excuse me? Now I'm looking at this black woman, of course, had to be one of our people. And I'm like, why would you say that? She said, well, that's what you look like to me. You look like, she said, I look like a rat and I look like a dog. So I said, okay then. And of course, you know, being black, you know, we have to have the last say. I said, well, clearly you haven't gotten in touch with your mother because the gorilla that brought you here didn't know that the mist was still running on the streets, and they managed to get a job inside of a spot where they can make fun of other people because you don't have the looks that you need to sit inside of the other side of that table. The reason why you sit over there is because you couldn't make it as a model, as a, you know, I was with all that. She's like, yo, get out, get out. She told me to get out, look, and I got my little bags and I left, you know. It is what it is, but that was my experience as far as that. After that, I said, I'm good. I don't want to go back again. You know, but that's like the beginning part of my life. You know, I didn't know that that's what they do, and I did a lot of feedback and stuff, and I found out that a lot of agencies do mean things as far as that. It's sad, but it's real. I would never understand in 1,000 likes or living how people try so hard to hurt somebody else. If it ain't what you want, guess what? It ain't what you want. Say, thank you, goodbye. Just that simple. You don't got to put me down. You don't got to shoot me down. You go do unnecessary stuff just to hurt me. You already hurt me enough. Tell me I ain't getting a job, and you don't got to go the extra mile. And I can tell you something else that was really funny. This agency that I was working for in New Jersey City, they sent me to a casting director called Bad Blood. It was in New York. It was called Bad Blood. So I went to the agency and stuff like that. I was like, okay. I went to the agency. The agency called me, so I went to the shoot. What do they call what did they call it? The casting. So I went to the casting and everything, and I went out there and everything. So I was home in New York City, and this is before this is a lot right here, and I had my long weave in my hair. I had the wind blowing in my ear, and the wind just, everybody was looking at me, like, oh, they get their laptops in my hair, but it was a track that was hanging, and it was waving back and forth. But you know, due to the fact I had so much hair, I didn't even recognize it, but probably nobody else did either, but you know, whatever, it is what it is. So anyway, so I get to the casting director, stuff like that, and then I get there and everything, and it was called Bad Blood. It was in New York City. It did not take place. It was another actor that was supposed to be inside of called Rock, the TV show. They were trying to get him to be in this movie and stuff, but evidently everything fell through, so it didn't happen. And the casting director called me up, and this was my first time going to a casting call, and they called me up and told me I had the job. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. So I was so happy. You know, me, myself, never act, but you know, they would say, fake it till you make it. So this is what happened. I got to the casting stuff, you know, do the reading on the table, and I got the reading. It says, you're going to play this, I was going to play the second, oh God, I can't remember. You're going to stay the second lead to the actor. I said, well, okay, this is Bad Blood. This is about a game. This is about some fighting. This is about this. No, it was not. It was about a transgender who was living in the truth. It was about a transgender, and this is funny because this is funny how life create art. And it was about a I said, I'm not doing this. I was like, I'm not doing this. I was like shocked. I was like, I'm not doing this. But I didn't tell them. I went to my friends. I was like, I'm not doing this. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not dressing like no bitch. They can forgive it. That's what the old saying says, never say never. You know, it is what it is. But anyway, I thought I should have. I thought it was funny. That's why I don't say nothing no more. I don't say nothing about this. I don't say nothing about, listen, I don't say nothing because I am like one person that say one thing and do another. So I try to keep my mouth shut. You know, and certain things because I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just a mess. Anyway, that being said, I just wanted to share the story as far as the acting and stuff like that. And like I said before, I was just trying to look out for you just in case you need a name or something, in case that's the field you wanted to get into. Anyway, that being said, I just wanted to share that with you and let you know that I love you. And I want to thank you for watching Gets to Read.